You do not have to suffer in order to receive. You don't have to put your body through immense pain, pressure, or stress in the name of earning something. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana. I'm a KK. You can call me Juju. And if you're new here, I make self-development type videos that motivate you to be the person that you've always wanted to be and give you strength on your journey in your particular path. And today I want to talk about the concept of suffering in order to receive, or feeling like you have to work extremely hard to receive nice things, and my journey with that. And then I'm going to transfer into ways that you can separate your self-worth from your effort. So I'm going to go into my background first and then kind of dive into the ways that you can distance yourself from that ideology so that you no longer live in alignment with the idea of having to work super hard in order to receive. So let's get into it. To give you a little bit of background about my story, I used to believe that you have to work super hard in order to receive anything: money, success, food, attention, affection, love, anything good. I used to think, oh, you have to work extremely hard in order to deserve it or in order to earn it. And in some cases, this may be true, and you do have to work hard in order to earn some things. That's true. But when you take that concept too far, it can become very unhealthy and very detrimental to your mental and physical health. And that's kind of what happened in my case. I was so caught up with the idea of working super hard to receive anything that I wouldn't allow myself to receive anything without working extremely hard or burning myself out. This quickly turned into me overworking myself, burning out, pushing myself past physical limits that I couldn't come back from. And ultimately, I ended up falling sick. I ended up getting extremely ill. I ended up developing an autoimmune disease called lupus, and it's basically a disease where your cells start to attack you. So your own cells start to work against you, and the cells inside of you start to fight against you and cause issues inside of your body. And it can develop through extreme stress or anxiety, or anything strenuous on your body can kind of lead up to it and cause it. It's very common in African American women, Asian women, and Hispanic women. So I ended up developing that. And that was the thing that woke me up. And that was the wake up call that I needed to stop overworking myself and to stop pushing myself past my physical limits. In the moment, it felt like a disaster. It felt horrible. It felt terrible. But looking back, I feel like me going through my health journey and going through that issue caused me to see the sign. And I took it as communication from my body to tell me to stop. That was my body's way of telling me that I could no longer push myself past my limits, and I could no longer overwork myself or work super, super hard without considering my mental and my physical health first. I needed to find a way to work less and earn more, find a way to balance and not push myself past the point of exhaustion in the name of earning money or in the name of earning things that I wanted. It was a wake-up call for me, and since I got that diagnosis and I've been able to work on my mental and physical health, I've started to work around my old way of doing things, and I've flipped things completely. So now I make a conscious effort to put my physical health first, and I make a conscious effort to follow my body and listen to my body first, and I don't do things that physically drain me or make me overexert myself, because if I do that, then that can lead to a flare-up, which would lead me to go back to being sick. So now that I have that limit, I know I cannot cross my boundaries and I cannot push myself the way that I did in the past in order to uphold my mental and my physical health. So that's kind of my journey, and that was the thing that stopped me and started me on the path of separating my physical effort from my self-worth. I had to learn to work less and earn more, and I had to get rid of the idea that in order to receive amazing things, I had to work myself like a dog, or I had to suffer or be in pain or cause myself physical pain in order to be happy. I had to get rid of that. So that was my path. And now I want to talk about a few ways, 3 ways in particular, that you can start to shift your mindset from feeling like you have to work so hard to receive things, and how you can detach your self-worth from your physical effort. So let's get into that. The first thing you can do is set boundaries around your work life. So you want to be clear on what boundaries you have with your career and your work life. Answer questions like, how long do you want to work? How many hours a week do you want to work? What times are you going to set in your day to check emails or to do meetings? When are you going to cut off work and relax? What's your starting time and your end time? Things like that. Get really specific and clear on what your boundaries are around work, and don't allow work to take priority over your mental and your physical health. Make it to where you set boundaries that allow you to still feel fulfilled and healthy. You don't want to drain yourself out. Get really clear on what your boundaries are, and it's very important that you follow these boundaries, because you following strict boundaries with your work life tells your body that you're prioritizing it over the outside world and over other things that might come your way. You're telling your body that your mental and physical health is more important than every other responsibility and every other crisis that's going on in the world, because we can't do it all. Point blank period, we can't do it all. So when you make boundaries around your work life and you follow them, you're telling your body that you're prioritizing it over chaos, and you're telling your body that you acknowledge the fact that you need cutoffs, you need breaks, and you need rest, which is so important. Number 2, repeat affirmations daily that remind you that your health is the most important thing. That kind of ties in with the first one, but you want to have language that you speak to yourself daily so that you can be more likely to follow this new path. So maybe things like, my health comes first. No amount of money is worth falling sick. My physical and mental health are my priorities. Things like that, whatever works for you, but have affirmations or mantras that you say daily that prioritize your physical and mental health over everything else. You feeling calm and you feeling safe and you being healthy is always the most important thing. You want to prioritize that, and you want to tell yourself that you deserve to feel healthy. You deserve to be healthy first and foremost, and you do not have to make yourself sick or burn yourself out in order to receive. You want to put that mindset first and shove out the other old ideology that you might have been following before. So that's very important. Repeat affirmations that align with this new journey. And the last thing, number 3, change your environment. Stop aligning yourself with jobs, environments, people that still focus on grind culture or still emphasize burnout culture. Don't surround yourself with people that are like, oh, I'll work until I'm dead. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Don't surround yourself with people like that, because, baby, you need sleep now while you're alive. Sleep now. Don't buy into the grind culture and the, oh, you got to work. Try to distance yourself from that culture, because it doesn't support the ideology that your self-worth is not attached to your physical effort in any way, shape, or form. Because in reality, your self-worth has nothing to do with how much you work. It doesn't. It's separate. You can separate the two. You don't have to work super, super hard in order to receive good things or to be worthy of good things. You can be worthy of good things without, damn near unaliving yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to work yourself into the ground in order to receive amazing things or be worthy of amazing things. And you want to ingrain that ideology in your brain and get rid of the old way of thinking. So separate yourself from people that still prioritize work over mental and physical health. If you're not able to do this in a physical sense, you can do this virtually. So if you're at work, instead of working through your breaks, go to a separate room and sleep, meditate, listen to relaxing music, watch YouTube videos like this that are motivational and tell you to separate your self-worth from your effort. Do things like that until you're able to surround yourself with people in the physical form that believe the same thing as you. Because the more that you saturate yourself in environments with people that have confidence in themselves and they have self-worth that is detached from how much they physically work, the more you'll start to believe that too, and you'll start to incorporate that in your habits and in your daily life. It's so important to go further than just repeating affirmations and actually surround yourself with environments that align with that mindset of believing that you can achieve and get amazing things without overworking yourself. That's where you want to get. So then you get to a point when you're working minimally, but you're making a lot of money. Because you can do that. You don't have to work 1,000 hours a week in order to be wealthy. You can work less and make more money. In fact, most CEOs and most people that own companies, they're not doing all the day-to-day tasks, so they're working less and making more money. And there's a way that you can do it that's ethical and that aligns with you, and you can set your own boundaries so you don't feel like you're screwing anyone else over. But there's a way that you can make money or receive a lot without overworking yourself, and that's the point that you want to get to, and that's what we're trying to focus on here. So those are the three things that you want to do to practice separating your self-worth from your effort. And that's a little bit about my journey and my story and how I got to this place. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, like, and comment. And if you watch the whole video, comment cute girl gang in the comments so I know you watched the whole video. But have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.